Now, a dispute between the European Union and Israel continues to escalate as the EU plans to hold a meeting on imposing additional measures against Tel Aviv. Foreign ministers of the 28-nation bloc are set to meet in Brussels on Monday to vote on a resolution that would limit bilateral deals with Israel to inside the 1967 lines.
The European Union is reportedly preparing to impose sanctions on Israeli settlements built in the occupied Palestinian lands. Groups affiliated to the Palestinian Authority have welcomed the planned move by the EU. The sanctions are intended to affect various fields, and the Palestinian groups here hope that the punitive measures will have an impact on economic relations between European states and Israel.
What a mockery of the Charter of the United Nations. Now, perhaps some of you think that this man and his odious regime, perhaps they threaten only the Jews. Well, if you think that, you're wrong. Dead wrong. History has shown us time and time again that what starts with attacks on the Jews eventually ends up engulfing many, many others.
Let's just bring you some news we're receiving from Copenhagen. We understand through Danish media that several shots have been fired at a cafe in a northern district of the city where a meeting about freedom of speech was being held. The details run like this. It was organised by the Swedish artist Lars Vilks, who's faced numerous threats for caricaturing the Prophet Muhammad. That was back in 2007. The TV channels in Denmark are saying that there were some 30 bullet holes in the window of the Krudtunden Cafe, and said at least 2 people were taken away on stretchers, including a uniformed police officer. We understand one of the organisers of the event told the Associated Press that Vilks was present at the event but not injured. When the artist is in Denmark, he does receive police protection. The cafe itself, as I said, in the northern district of Copenhagen, is known for its jazz concerts and was hosting this event entitled Art, Blasphemy and Freedom of Expression. So, shots fired at a cafe in northern Copenhagen. We understand 2 people taken away on stretchers. We'll have further details for you on that just as soon as they get them to us.
Breaking news continuing to unfold in France as we come on the air tonight. At least 120 people confirmed dead at this hour, as well as 8 attackers. Scenes of carnage at 6 different locations across Paris. Deadly explosions at a packed sports stadium. Machine guns at a rock concert. These so-called soft targets all chosen to have the bloodiest impact on people enjoying a festive Friday night out.
Carnage and horror on the streets of Paris tonight, as ambulances continue to cart away the scores of wounded.
Overwhelming hospitals.
We received all these patients and we tried to save some. It was an awful night.
Parisians now reeling from the deadliest terror attack in that nation's history.
The latest on those terror attacks that unfolded in Brussels, Belgium this morning at around 3 a.m. Eastern Time during their morning rush hour. This is the scene as it unfolded. Terrified passengers running for their lives at the airport. And this photo here shows the damage. At least 2 different attacks across the city this morning.
And here's what we know right now. It is changing. At least 2 explosions hit that airport. Another rocked a metro station. At least 28 people now killed, dozens injured. All airport and public transportation in Brussels now shut down, and the terror level there raised to maximum, the highest.
Good day. We're following a tragic situation unfolding in Nice, France right now, and something that could be is right now being regarded as a possible terror attack. As many as dozens killed, according to French media, at a Bastille Day celebration in the seaside city of Nice. Some of the early pictures of people fleeing after a truck apparently plowed through a crowd of people who may have been watching fireworks at the time, late evening there in Nice, France.
Overseas, the axe attack on board a German train may have been inspired by ISIS. German officials say a hand-painted ISIS flag was found in the room of the attacker, a 17-year-old Afghan refugee. 4 people from Hong Kong were injured and a woman off the train as well was fled from the scene before police shot and killed the teen.